Welcome to the DPM videocast, where Kelly and I give our 5 cents on all the chat that's going on in our Slack team. And we've been picking up a few of the conversations that have been going on. And you may have missed this thing that came up. And it was a comment by Gartner. And they had the audacity to suggest that artificial intelligence will take 80% of project management tasks. I'm not quite sure when they said that would happen by, but in the future, artificial intelligence will render 80% of project management useless or not required. So I'm curious, Kelly, as to your take on, is this a thing? If we think about all the things that we do, what 80% could they take, these machines, and how well do you think that'll work out? What's your take on this?
Oh man, this won't happen. I think that if there is a percentage I would put on AI taking over PM jobs, it would be about 5. And that would be, spitting out a timeline or a budget number that is already sort of happening with some of the tools that we have, where it helps with, trajectories of project health. But when it comes to stand-ups and the ability to read a developer's face when they're telling you things are taking a little bit longer than they expected, or reading cues from clients when you're presenting certain deliverables and foreseeing red flags. I mean, there's so much that AI won't be able to detect that I am not worried about whatsoever. I mean, I think when it comes to the status update elements, where there's the task export, and then it gives you, actual time logged, and this is where we're, how fast we're burning or not. But so much of project management is reading between the lines and being proactive instead of reactive. And I think AI, and let's take Google as an example, really smart when they can predict what we're going to ask in the Google search engine, which can be both terrifying and entertaining. I think that when it comes to the context of a project, we know what has worked in the past on a project over here that maybe is from a whole different company, let alone project. So I think that's some of the value that you really can't put into code. Yeah.
And I think the interesting thing about this is, I think it all depends on what you think of as project management tasks. So to start with, what Kelly's talking about, which I think is really important, is, hey, so much of what we do as project managers and the way that we lead and manage projects, we're using soft skills. And it's not about using big data, and it's not about predicting anything. It's actually, we're casting a vision for a project, we're leading a team of people, and we're helping oil the wheels of collaboration in order to make something happen. The project management tasks, yes, like business as usual, I can see that being more and more automated as the data that we can rely on becomes more consistent, and we can kind of draw insights from that enable us to predict things and generate things like status reports. But if we're thinking about the project management tasks, which I think are the most important ones for leading and managing projects, which is all about inspiring our team, motivating them, getting the team past that kind of the final hurdles on a project, that I don't think will ever be automated. And that communication factor that, as a project manager, we're the communication hub of the project. How that could ever be taken over by artificial intelligence, sorry, Gartner, but you're wrong. So I don't know what you guys think about artificial intelligence and the future of project management. I think there's lots of cool stuff that we can do with artificial intelligence, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you think that could be. If you've got any ideas on the 80% of tasks that we do that Gartner are suggesting that could be taken over by artificial intelligence, please comment on the video below. Send us your thoughts, and maybe Kelly and I will stand corrected. But until then, Gartner, try it again. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.